the countdown to the kick-off of the football season is on. Over the weekend, Sabubu, something happened. Before we dive into that, welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Renz, the man making sense with every sentence. This is the Fantastics Podcast. Number one, the champion, worldwide, Nigeria, Africa, Antarctica, and even in space. If you know you are not following us yet on social media, you are wrong. Oh, you are wrong. Quickly click the subscribe button, follow us, like, comment, and share. We want to hear your thoughts because it is Fantastics. It's about the fans, not just about us in the studio. Senior man, what's up?
You guys sat down here on the round table and were making noise last week. They are going to crystallize Crystal Palace. And what happened? Liverpool were they were Liverpoolized.
They come on Liverpool liver. They pull their liver.
In fact, we always say this in football. When you play football,
Yeah,
you have your chances. Take it.
take them.
Because a team that comes in as an underdog, once they begin to grow in confidence and in momentum and things are moving for them, you're in for a surprise. Liverpool scored first, the new guy,
Ekitike.
and he was jumping like a small fowl. Then the next thing, Van Dijk showed us what we should expect this season, because it's not going to be easy for Liverpool. Trust me, the remaining three teams are red hot for them. He gave away a penalty, and Mateta took it expertly. Liverpool took the lead again with, I don't know if that was a fluke or that cross was intended, but a goal is a goal.
It's a goal.
Then Sarr showed us what, that skill he had when he was playing back then for Watford. He brought it back. And when it came to penalty shootouts, I knew it was a game of luck,
chance,
because it's all about lottery. But congratulations to Crystal Palace for winning the Charity Shield for the first time at first attempt. And it's good for them. I hope they can grow into this season, barring when the big teams don't come to poach.
Sabubu, I want to bring violence to the show. We were congratulating Crystal Palace on their first attempt, first victory. Do you know that in his 18 months in charge at Palace, Oliver Glasner has equaled Mikel Arteta's trophy haul as Arsenal boss in 6 years? And he didn't spend the amount of money Arteta spent.
Well, when Arteta came into Arsenal and won it for the first season, did he spend money?
Well, he spent a little money.
He did spend money in his first season when he won the FA Cup.
So that's what we are saying. But 5 years, 18 months.
See, Arsenal was in a mess when he came in. The FA Cup entered for him that season. If the FA Cup didn't enter, then we won't have this discussion. But for Crystal Palace, good to you guys. I won't be surprised if you're fighting relegation this season. All the best.
What do you mean by that? Why would you say that? A team that just won the FA Cup, won the Charity Shield, and you are saying?
A team that will not even, the glory that comes with winning the FA Cup, they can't even play in Europe.
Well, it's not their fault. That one is still up for...
It is their fault, because UEFA today ruled officially that they'll be playing the Conference League, and Nottingham Forest has taken over.
Well, they will come with their friends to the league. The Conference League is still a prestigious competition. I mean, if the holders of the Conference League can beat the winners of the Champions League, then Crystal Palace play the Conference League with pride. Trophy, nasty trophy. But Sabubu, you made a comment about, Palace fighting relegation. And, with victories like this, with trophies like this, managers are under increased pressure because, if you have been able to achieve such a goal, then it is expected that you would be able to, build on it, consolidate on it. Now, for instance, Big Ange was fired even after winning the Europa League and returning Spurs to the Champions League.
There's something about football you need to understand. Clubs have what they call pulling power. I can tell you for a fact, let's say one of the top 4 clubs didn't qualify for the Champions League and won the FA Cup and had that leeway to the UEFA Europa League. They can attract players. Do you know what I'm talking about? Crystal Palace won the FA Cup. Which players have they been able to attract? It's not that they don't have the money. The pulling power of a club plays a very big part.
But I mean, generally, not just Crystal Palace.
Okay, look at Bournemouth now. Bournemouth has lost in their defense that they had 4 key players. They've lost 3 already. Now
And the goalkeeper.
that is a team that we don't even know their situation this season. You know, people look at the teams in Europe and they say they make good sales. It's only Chelsea that will make good sales that don't have a backlog of issues. Benfica has been selling players very well, but where are they in the scheme of things in European football? Look at it.
Even Chelsea has lost their way a little bit.
No, Chelsea is a premier club. They have the ingredients to absorb any issues that come to them, compared to a Bournemouth, compared to a Benfica, compared to RB Leipzig, that has been a very good selling club. But with the monies they've got, have they been able to win the German Bundesliga? Have they been able to win the German DFB Cup? Where have they progressed in Europe? Same thing with that French club that sold Hazard, sold Utaka and all.
And recently they just sold Chevalier to
Where are they in the
PSG.
scheme of? I tell people, a club can be a very good selling club, but
Can they balance the selling
Southampton had
with
that same leverage. They had one of the best academies. People were buying players from them. Where are they today? The Championship. And if they win the Championship or come second, the Championship, they will relegate them again.
You get it? So, in fact, with more trophies come more responsibilities. Talking about this, like I was saying, some managers are going into this season under pressure already.
2 managers, Premiership.
So, basically, okay.
3. I'll tell you 3 managers.
Okay.
For Pep, his job is safe, even if he doesn't win the league. As long as he can guarantee Champions League football, because the dynasty has been set, no problem. Number 1 casualty for sack is Arteta. Arsenal has spent so much, and they will keep on spending. He doesn't even. Arsenal doesn't want a Carabao Cup. Even the FA Cup, they will use anger. Arteta knows it's the league or UEFA Champions League or bust. Maresca has put himself on top. Now he has to deliver the Premiership. He doesn't have a choice. No mercy for him. Then Uncle Amorim, that made United spend money on 3 attackers, forgetting that he has a defense and a goalkeeper.
And he made them spend money on Carrington too, because he said that the place is looking like
about £50 million for that job. Now, as a United fan, buying those 3 players are awesome, because if you have a system that works, those 3 players will deliver for you. Their runs are awesome. Cunha, Mbeumo, and Sesko. But does he have that midfield to absorb pressure?
They see MSC now. Now the new MSC.
Can they absorb that pressure?
Well,
because one thing about football is your defense. Your attack wins you games. Your defense wins you championships.
Yeah. I think Amorim, he obviously plays with a 3-man defense and wing backs. Man United, they have Lisandro Martinez, they have Harry Maguire, they have Lenny Yoro. But so far so good. You just have that feeling like the defense is really not up to the quality to challenge even for the top 4. Because if you look at all the teams that are around them, those guys have massively upgraded. Even the likes of Tottenham. Tottenham refused to let go Christian Romero even when they got a good offer from Atletico Madrid. Now they were able to add the guy they got from Lens. And they are gradually rebuilding.
And they now have a good playmaker in midfield.
Do you understand? So they want to get Savinho in now from Manchester City. So that Thomas Frank is cooking something. And it's obviously somebody that knows how to build.
Do you know why they want Savinho? Because what's his name? Klitschko, that guy that Kulusevski is injured. So there's no timeline.
And Maddison is also obviously looking like he's out of the season.
They just want the squad to be deep. So even those coming back from injury will try to fight for their place, and the ones playing knows that any little slip They lose their.
You go.
So for those are my 3 managers that are up for sack this season.
Okay, how about we go across to the continent? Which other managers do you think are under pressure to deliver this season? Let's go to Spain, for instance.
Alonso will be given this year because take it or leave it, he's trying to do a minimal surgery in that Madrid team. What he's doing is changing the team tactically. One, secondly, he's not putting responsibilities on some key players. We've not seen the best of Valverde yet.
True.
We've not seen the best of him because he needs to play in such a way that he frees Bellingham to play that 10-8 the way he likes to play it. They will have to sort out the Mbappe and Vinicius Junior issue because we all know Rodrigo is going.
Yeah.
We know he's going.
We just don't know where.
Yes, and the defense has been sorted out with that young Spanish guy that was bought from Bournemouth.
Who is saying?
They have a good goalkeeper. You can't take anything away from them.
Yeah.
For Barca, they are growing in leaps and bounds. You understand?
Yeah.
And it's more like consolidation for them. The bad thing about the whole situation is Barca can easily leave the Premier League for Real Madrid.
Real.
Their eyes are on the Champions
Champions
League
League.
this season.
Do you think they'll be able to win it?
They were the best team in Europe last season. It's just that on the day the match,
On the day of reckoning.
they missed it out. See, they lost that semi-final in the first leg. If they had avoided those 2 goals, Inter Milan were no match for them.
Well, talking about managers, I kind of feel like Diego Simeone is the one that might actually end up getting sacked in Spain.
They will not sack him.
You think so?
They won't.
Why?
He's the highest paid coach in the world.
Delivering nothing.
Can you pay him a severance package?
I mean, how many years will his contract be left to run down now? 2 years or about?
Well, I have no idea about his contract.
So, but like that's what I'm trying to say. But they keep signing lots of players every transfer window. Last summer they got in over 4-5 players. This season, some of them are already surplus to requirements. They have gotten in another set of about 5-6 players again for big money. And he keeps underperforming, disappearing,
okay,
and imploding.
See, let us be honest with Diego Simeone. Atletico Madrid just made a couple of bad tactical decisions last season.
Who was responsible? Simeone.
There's one thing. If you meet a coach and you're on a coach, sit down and talk, right?
Yeah.
A coach would outline the whole thing. That's why I see player intelligence is very key. Outline gives you the tactics and all. There's not left for the players to deliver it.
But Sabubu, I kind of feel like one of the most backed managers in Europe after Pep is Simeone. I mean, he gets who he wants. And if you look at those players, the way he signs them, you just know most of them are tailor-made. Look at Gallagher, for instance, Rodrigo de Paul. Those are pit bulls. You put them in your midfield, they chase down every ball. They chase down, if they can't get the ball, they cut down every leg. But, somehow, in the biggest of games, Atletico Madrid will play like Ipswich.
Can we just sum up Atletico Madrid for you in one word? They play well. When they make errors in the league, 2 teams wait to capitalize on it.
2 dangerous teams.
That is it. Because if those 2 teams were not as good as the way they are, last season with the errors they were making, they would have still won the league. Because at the time they were leading the league comfortably.
That's true.
That's why I use the Copa del Rey semi-final as an example, where you played out Barcelona 4-4 at Olympic Stadium in Barcelona, and everybody felt the return leg was, and you ended up losing 3-1 at home or 4-1. I can't remember the scoreline. What were you not expecting?
It's crazy.
Then let's go to the Championnat. It is Marseille, PSG. Marseille has bought. Aubameyang has come back.
Yeah.
Some days ago, him and Greenwood scored a couple of goals. But PSG, we know who PSG is. You can't take it away from them. What they will try to do is retain the Champions League. That's one of the most difficult things to do in European football.
Yeah.
Let's see how far they can go. For
But-
Germany, I don't see anybody taking it away from
From
Bayern
Bayern.
Munich because they're getting stronger season by season. For Leverkusen, I don't know what they saw, but they ended up going for Agbari. And Agbari, you showing them. He's just losing. You see, there's
Sabobu is just
wait,
preseason.
there-
It's just
there's
preseason.
a joke that Granit Xhaka played the first match and they lost 5-0 and he told them, please, I want to go to relegation candidates in the Premiership, Sunderland.
So if you had asked me honestly, I would say one of the first managers that is likely to be sacked in Europe will still be Ten Hag. But I wish him all the best. I mean, he had an interesting Ajax side, and hopefully he can rebuild his reputation at Leverkusen. But who knows? They might go back to factory setting and become Neverkusen. Don't touch that your phone. Stay with us, or whatever it is you are watching us from, whether it's your smart TV or anywhere. We are going for a short break. Fantactics presented by Trendstack will be back in a moment.
2025-2026 European season officially resumes on Wednesday. We have the European Super Cup between the Champions League winners, Paris Saint-Germain of Paris and Tottenham Hotspur of North London. My brother,
Not London, are we London? Are they not in London?
there's North London, there's South London.
Even West London.
Yes. Chelsea is West London, and your rivals in West London is Fulham and QPR. So, what do you say about that match? Do you see Frank doing a...
Frankly speaking, I don't see any hope for Tottenham. But that's the confidence with which I open my mouth and do and say Crystal Palace will be crystallized, and they go pull person liver.
But to be honest with you,
yeah.
I don't see Tottenham winning that match.
Look, the vengeance of their London neighbors will be poured upon them.
That means
You see that thing when Chelsea go do Paris Saint-Germain for Club World Cup final. Those guys just carry the frustration, just dey inside their belly. When they catch Tottenham, they will harm them.
then the Premiership officially starts on Friday night at Anfield.
Yeah,
Liverpool versus Bournemouth.
1 month.
Now, for Bournemouth, I have concerns for them, not Liverpool. Because Liverpool are already in the groove
Yeah.
based on the Community Shield they played on Sunday. I won't say, but it was, in the result says they lost the match via penalty
Penalty
shootout.
shootout.
But on a good day, it's drawn
It's a
on
draw.
full time.
Yeah.
Do you give Bournemouth a chance in that match where they've lost 3 key defenders that were part of them last season and the goalkeeper?
I mean, it's still possible that they even lose the 4th man, which is Munoz. So they replaced Kepa with Petrovic. Is it?
And Neto went back from Arsenal.
Yes. So now I kind of feel like I think Neto is in Brazil, somewhere in Brazil right now. I kind of feel like Bournemouth just have to find a way to create another identity for themselves. But you can never take it away from Iraola. He's a very fantastic developer of talent. But I feel at this point of the season where they are still trying to, put themselves together, Liverpool are in much better shape and they'll overcome them.
Okay, then the Spanish league starts on Friday also. 2 fixtures, Girona versus Real Vallecano, Villarreal versus
Oviedo.
Real Oviedo. Santi Cazorla is back.
Yes.
Then for the Championnat, Rennes will play with one of the favorites if you take it or leave it.
Rennes.
Yes, not you. Rennes versus Rennes versus Olympique Marseille.
Guys, I think those are some exciting fixtures. Girona, Rayo Vallecano, I could say both teams to score,
Sure,
but
yeah.
looking at more like a Girona win.
Okay.
Villarreal should be too much for Oviedo, even though we are happy to see Santi Cazorla back.
I like the way Villarreal has been set this season by their coach, and he showed a blueprint on how he's going to beat a lot of big teams. Like the way he's set up against Arsenal.
Yeah.
What he does is he allows you play and looks for a loophole in your style of football, which every big club does it. This is Pepe's season that he wants to actually show himself in the Premier League. I still see them finishing the top 5 by the end of the season because they have a good squad.
I mean, the way their club is set up, they have made good on maximizing the players they have,
Yes.
and then getting good deals in the transfer market, like flops like Pepe, and then they still bring them in, give them some confidence, and they have room to express themselves. So it's going to be a good season for them. Expect them to be in and around the top 5, like you said, and hopefully they can be able to
Then
provide
we
excitement
are
to
back
Europe.
for our Saturday lunchtime kickoff. We
Mm.
missed it.
In fact, I can't tell you how lonely it has been these
Renz,
past few months without
Renz,
football.
Aston Villa Newcastle. That is a blockbuster match.
Wow, 2 rejected.
That is a long time kickoff. Then we have
I beg
the
make
goal
I put
rush.
hands.
Brighton, Fulham,
Yeah,
Sunderland, West Ham.
Yeah.
We're welcoming them back.
yeah.
Then Spurs will take on Burnley. We don't know what would have happened to them on Wednesday night after that match. Then the last match for the day in English Premiership is Wolves versus Man City. Let's do a quick rundown because we
Yeah.
have a lot of things to talk about. Aston Villa Newcastle.
I'll go with the Newcastle win.
Kidding me?
Yes, I will.
I go for both teams to score.
Yeah, that's a safe bet. But I kind of feel like Newcastle have a point to prove.
Okay.
They will have extra fire burning in their belly, with the whole hey, nobody wants us.
There's a
and all that.
transfer rumor that the other in Wizard.
Yeah, Johan Wissa.
Yeah, Wizard wants to go to Newcastle.
Actually-
and he has agreed personal terms.
Glory to God, though. So players they when they reject Newcastle. Well, they are also getting in Malik Thiaw from AC Milan. So
Okay.
at all, you understand? You are not.
But they still have a good squad. That's the good
They
thing.
have a fairly good squad. Aside from losing Callum Wilson, although I recently learned Anthony Gordon got injured, so he might not be fit for the start of the season. But they got in Elanga through the door. They still have Jacob Murphy, and they still have Isak. No matter what you say,
And they still have the Brazilian.
Joe Linton.
Joe Linton is still there.
Joe Linton is more like in midfield, but they have the building
He
blocks.
Joe Linton brings steel to that team.
Yeah, so they have the building blocks. They have Tonali. They still have Guimaraes. So all those things they can cook.
So for Brighton, Fulham.
Fulham were looking pretty solid at the end of the season, but we don't know what to expect. Opening weekends are always full of surprises, so both teams to score.
I look at the Brighton win or draw.
Brighton win or
Sunderland,
draw.
West Ham.
Sunderland, West Ham. West Ham. We were talking about coaches that might get sacked. Nobody called Potter.
It's not important.
Aye. I tell what for Sabubu. So that's going to.
I look at the West Ham win or draw.
It's going to be a more open game than you would expect. So I would say both teams to score.
Spurs, Burnley.
Spurs, Burnley. I'll give Spurs a straight win.
Now, the last match, the late kickoff that day,
Yeah.
is a reintroduction of a new team and a new mindset and a new approach. City versus Wolves.
Well,
I feel sorry for Wolves in that match.
Well,
there's nothing they're going to do. That City team that I'm seeing.
When
I call them the redemption team.
When the Wolves become the haunted, I don't know how you are going to cope.
Let
Let
me phrase it for you. The citizens will be haunting the Wolves.
Okay, Wolves that used to haunt the citizens now. The citizens will be haunting the Wolves. We'll think about that this weekend. I'll get back to you.
Reds has come again. Let's go to the Premier League. But it's a Man City win for you, right?
No, it's a Man City straight win and with a lot of goals to spice it up.
This is more of selectors fixtures because there are 2 matches that caught my fancy in Spain.
Yeah.
Barcelona starts the defense of their title away to Mallorca. Then Valencia will play Real Sociedad. So those 2 matches just give me a heads up.
For Barcelona, I think it will be a straight win and with some good number of goals in between.
Okay.
And then for Sociedad and Valencia, it's going to be a more closely contested fixture. Valencia are gradually positioning themselves. They lost Madmashili, what do they call him? But they have been able to hold on to Yavi Guerra, one of their exciting midfield talents. And Sociedad, we don't know what's up.
So what do you think will come
Kubo
out of that
might
match?
still go. So I I'm looking at a Valencia win or draw.
Same here. Then one selected fixtures from League One. AS Monaco starts at home to Le Havre. We all know what will happen.
We all know what we have.
Then we have the German Super Cup, the DFL Super Cup.
Yeah.
VSB Stuttgart versus Bayern Munich.
Well, there will be different battles all around the pitch, but there will also be the drama of having tried to sign Nick Woldmade, and his club insisted. That's Stuttgart. That was Stuttgart's top scorer and one of the most exciting German talents right now. On the backdrop of that, they will still collect for Bayern hand because you refuse to sell player, give us.
And valuation is the problem for VSB Stuttgart. They want to sign Fabio Vieira from Arsenal.
Yeah.
They and the other club, BFB, Borussia Dortmund.
Okay.
But valuation is where the problem is.
Oh, well, there's not much money when you take away the cutout for the big wolves in the Bundesliga, the guys that have the marketing power, the big stadiums or the big stadia, and then, of course, make progress in
But there's
Europe.
anything the German Bundesliga has more than the Premiership is. They have bigger stadiums.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But some stadia are bigger than others. So, I mean, some other guys make more money than the others. So, on average, I would still say, it's going to be a demolition job.
Okay, good. Then let's go to Super Sunday in the Premiership. Chelsea starts their season at home against Crystal Palace. Same time, Nottingham Forest will play Brentford. Then the late kickoff and the Super Sunday match, what used to be the top of the Premiership table,
the top derby,
now is Man United versus Arsenal. Chelsea Crystal Palace.
Well, the pressure is on Enzo Maresca, to be honest. I mean, even with a victory in the FA Cup and the Community Shield, Oliver Glasner's team will still be the underdog somehow because they are going up against the Conference League, the competition they'll be playing in, the holders and the world champions. Chelsea fans, I showed that good swear.
Well,
but looking at it, I think Chelsea should get a win.
Chelsea will win the match. Hard though, not difficult though. Chelsea will finish that match with 3 points. Then for Nottingham Forest and Brentford, I'm seeing if Nottingham Forest winning this match.
Yeah, I mean, Brentford have a new manager. They have lost Mbeumo. Wissar's head is already somewhere else.
They lost their captain.
They lost Norgard, their captain. So it's likely going to be a match where we don't know what to expect. Also, they might surprise us, but it's looking likely that the Nottingham Forest will run the job on them.
Man United, Arsenal, Old Trafford.
I think it's an Arsenal win.
So for Spain, Atletico Bilbao will play against Sevilla. Then Espanyol, Atletico Madrid.
Espanyol, Atletico Madrid. I still expect Atletico Madrid to get a win or a draw because themselves they do like say they're correct. And also for the other fixture,
that's Atletico
Bilbao and Sevilla.
Yeah,
Bilbao and Sevilla. You expect both teams to score.
Then the return to the Premiership on Monday. Leeds United at Ellen Road versus Everton that will be playing in their new stadium this season.
Wow. Before they go back to their new stadium, maybe they go Ellen Road, one of the most difficult places to play football.
Old school.
Whether in the Championship, in the Champions League, or in any league. Now, Leeds United have also been frantically scrambling to build their squad.
Yes.
But Everton have made some smart signings. They are looking... Grealish is definitely through the door. So
he will have that freedom
Moyes
to play.
Is cooking. Moyes is cooking. And I think they will overcome Leeds.
This was he cooking.
We're going. And 3 points. If you know, you know.
So let's go back to transfers. Chelsea lost a very key defender and is going to be out for a long time.
It's looking more like a long season.
And as it stands, Chelsea want to do the unthinkable.
What's that?
They want to test Liverpool. Now Liverpool are at crossroads because Kanouté is not willing to sign a new contract. And he has just 1 year in his contract. And by January, he's free to speak to clubs outside England. So if is not sold now, that means they're going to lose him
for free.
And Chelsea want to buy him because the rumor around Europe and in England is they want to make a bid before Friday.
Well, I don't, discount that. Chelsea will sign any team that used to wear boots and socks. Chelsea, Chelsea can even go and sign Taribo West the way they are going.
Wait.
But unfortunately, Taribo West is not 18 years or
But you know the
21
funny thing is, there are two players that have 1 year on their contract. They are declining. They are pulling back,
from
signing new
yeah.
deals, and the clubs might just offload them. What I'm seeing is Kanute goes to Chelsea. There's money. Then Liverpool.
Go for Guehi.
Question
I think Konate has his mind set
on
on
Real
Real
Madrid.
Madrid.
But
That's what he wants. That's why he's running down his
but you know the
contract.
irony about it is the pound sterling can be crazy.
No. They earn good wages in Madrid, though.
Yeah,
Those
no.
guys pay on par with the best English
Yeah, we
sides.
know, but-
You know how much Rodrigo Goes is on.
But you
You
know,
know why he's saying,
But-
I
but-
will fight for my
both
place.
of us know
Yeah.
that when Chelsea comes with the money that they have,
No, it's not about the money. Funny enough, Chelsea's appeal is not in the money. I don't know what those players see, but it's not money. Because to be honest, Chelsea does not pay as well as Arsenal right now.
well,
Madueke is earning almost twice what he was earning at Chelsea, at Arsenal. Kai Havertz, the same thing.
but
Mason Mount
but they
at
might
Manchester United.
they might just break the bank for this guy.
Well, I would advise Chelsea, if you not get any
Ew.
sense,
Oh my God.
instead of going for Konate, go and sign Maguire. He was a former academy graduate from Chelsea. He's a much more rounded defender and leader. Konate without Van Dijk is just
He might, funny enough,
he's
he might want to come to Chelsea because the lure of staying in London and not going up north to Liverpool. And since his family already settled, he might just
where
want to.
he right.
He might just want to come to
Yeah,
Chelsea.
and maybe he might feel like he has unfinished business with the club. And by the way, you know, Chelsea, now Jehovah Boys assistant headquarters after Crystal Palace, so he might still come and join fellowship.
Is it to Arsenal? Do you see it happening?
Well, anything is possible at this point, and I think the complexion of Arsenal's early season results would determine if they focus more on getting another creative midfielder through the door.
Because as it stands, feelers from Europe said Man City came in for Rodrigo, willing to pay the 80 plus,
Yeah.
but Rodrigo turned it down. Reasons best known to him. For Arsenal sent a bid for loan and purchase after the loan deal. Are willing to pay 80% of his salary. Madrid takes care of 20%. Then if the deal goes through after a year,
Yeah.
they pay the salary. So this is something we have to just sit down and watch the
observe.
whole thing, because the transfer window will not be closed until next month.
Of course.
So there will be disruptions in some teams as they play
Yeah.
the
And
league.
injuries might play a part, just
Yes.
like it has done at Chelsea. I also learned that Arsenal sent in a bid for the crown prince of African football, Ademola Lookman, about £43 million.
Well-
But Lookman has his mind
On Inter.
set on Inter Milan.
Well,
So
that's I really do not believe that source yet.
okay.
Because that once Fabrizio Romano has not pressed people's neck,
Yeah.
here we go again. It didn't really. The vibes were not
No,
there.
before the year we go, there will always be
The vibe, yeah. So the vibe,
here we go.
the vibes were not there.
Yeah.
But as we have said, Premiership starts on Friday. There are 4 leading contenders. Anybody that gate crashes, then the person is just born.
Yeah. Anyways, I think one of the things that we love about football is the unpredictability.
Yes.
Once in a while, a team comes along and they spring surprises. They begin to, challenge the status quo. They challenge the big boys. Nottingham Forest did it last season, although their season kind of petered out. But we expect another kind of challenge like that, both in the Premiership, in Germany, in Spain, and even in France. So we'll keep our eyes peeled for that. And we will be here to take you through all the latest and all the exciting moments. I beg. I use you, beg God, because God too big to use beguna. If you never dey follow us, you are your own. You are missing out, guys. Go on, like, subscribe, share, and put mouth. If you know say your manager dey among the ones wey dem suppose quick sack but we no put im name. Abeg help us for comment section. Thank you very much.